Okay, good evening, everyone. I did start it without actually making it live to the outside room, so apologies for that. So, just a little bit of a note for everybody. Just for those of you who are on the outside, Karen and Katie, welcome this evening. We have got no Georgina Gale at the moment this evening. She will be coming on hopefully a little bit later to give us her figures and listen to the training. And the training this evening will be by Margaret Holbeck, who's going to give you some feedback on how her and Keith get their people started, so that'd be interesting for you to see, I'm sure. But first of all, what we have to do, as usual, is to go through all of your figures from the previous week. And before we do that, just a couple of things as well. It was great to see. Well done to all of you for your activity for the last week. 8 new distributors on in the week, which is really starting to rock and roll again. But the thing that I'm really impressed by is it's been by 7 different distributorships. So we're getting, it's not just 1, 2 or 3 nets, everybody getting involved. I personally believe that that's got to do with this particular forum as well. Some of you guys coming into the and getting more serious with it. And so yeah, absolutely fantastic. Well done. Long may it continue. And it's great to see so many people obviously logging in here on a regular basis as well. So we will start by going from left to right on my screen, not anybody else's, which is alphabetical, which is with Dana and Matt. So I would imagine it'll be Matt.
Hello, Andy. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent. How's your week been?
It's been a positive week. I've been doing my calls. I've been getting some leads in. I've not really had much of a positive response, but I've been doing the work and I'm feeling quite good about that. Not feeling that good about my leads. Had 57 leads between us, me and Dana. We split those. We lost a couple. I was saying to you on the phone the other day, we lost a couple of our older Facebook accounts. So we've done 2,302 posts, as well as 5 shop ads. I have sent out some more this week as well, but obviously they were second class and I don't think they've probably arrived there yet, so that's going to take a couple of days, I suppose, to start to impact on the leads. We've been doing our posting overnight. I'm trying to do it a bit earlier today to see if that makes any difference to it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for us this week. No sign-ups. Only had one person say they were interested even, and take it past the initial phone call, and after that they said, yeah, I'll call you, which is, I always think, a great code word to say leave me alone now. But it's like you said, this week's practice, next week's
Well, you've got to bear in mind, and I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it's still very much true, is that you are planting seeds in the garden. You don't expect to look out the front door, a day or two after you start to see it all grown. And
no, not at all. That's why I said I'm feeling positive about it all. So.
Oh, that 2,300 1 week and 2,300. Let's say you did 2,300 posts for the next 4 weeks. That's going to be just under 10,000 posts that you've done, and it's that accumulation that's really going to start kicking in for you. That's why these things are so crucial, to make sure you do it. You're not getting faked out just because you have one bad week. It's that accumulation that will start to pay dividends for you. So it's a matter of keeping focused, and if things are going wrong. And like I said, I think you may well find. Did you actually check with Hootsuite whether all of those actually hit the right groups at all? Did you check how many?
I would have to ask the technical supervisor about that.
Technical supervisor's right behind you.
Question.
Dana, what was the question, Andy?
I was just saying, it seems to be fixed now. With well, I know that with the Facebook poster, the problem seems to be fixed. We were saying there was an issue with the for sale groups. If you auto posting, I wondered if Hootsuite.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's fine.
Have you actually checked if it actually hit all?
Yeah, I've checked the activity logs. It's all going out fine.
It is going out fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's fair enough. I just thought I'd ask you anyway. But so, what are your plans for next week?
Next week we are doing 3,000 Facebook posts and 5 normal shop ads, and I'm hoping to get perhaps another few out as well. We're also ordering some business cards, so I can be putting them out whilst I'm doing my customer bases and all that kind of stuff. I think that's about it at the moment.
Okay. Righty-ho. Well, I will speak to you next week. Have a good one.
Lovely. Thank you.
See you later. Bye. If you want to
Bye.
do the normal, mute yourself and turn the camera off. That's fantastic. Right, let's go to John Gillam.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, John. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Can't seem to get the camera working again.
Oh, well.
Might be now. No?
Hold on.
Had this problem last week. Anyway, you can hear me, which is the main thing.
We can.
Right. I've been basically working a lot with my retailing because, as you know, I've got a member in my business, you know who it is, that's going to be leaving me, well, in fact, I think he's gone now, and going to leave me a 13% missing in retail. Of course, I want to get involved with my sponsoring, and I'll give you some figures in a moment, but I need to focus on getting 13% back into my business instantly, and I know how I can do that, and that's just put out more retail. It's not the ideal answer, but it's an answer. Make sure I replace it. I've done well on my online sales. I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm eventually going to be able to get most of that 13% back by persevering with about 39 posts every evening around about 9 and 10 o'clock at night to all different sales groups, and that is actually paying off. So thanks everyone for showing me how to do that.
How much are you generating, just out of interest, John?
Sorry?
On average, how much are you generating per week off your online stuff?
Okay, well, it's all a question of getting paid because I took most of my orders last week, which was probably about 18 orders. And now, obviously, the reality is going to be when they pay me. I've had a little bit of payment so far. What I'd like to do is maybe give you that figure next week when it's actually happened to me.
Yeah, no problem.
Got the confidence then of the stats being, you know, how they should look. Anyway, back to the retail bit. So I'm going to sort of persevere that. Now, I do know, and anyone who's listening, especially if anyone's new, the way forward, apart from obviously making sure you do at least 10% in your business, is to duplicate your sort of expertise in retail at that point and show us how to do it. So bringing on people, for me, I will get there. I've actually got, at the moment, 6 shop car window ads out, been all mainly to local shops. So I haven't posted any out to any far distant shops yet.
Yeah.
I've actually had 16 leads generated. Only one of those came back from a shop car window ad. 11 came off of Facebook sales groups. One off a 3 foot rule, which looks the most promising. I've got actually a meeting with her on Friday, and she's a customer also that just bought from K-Life, so she's quite keen to know how the social media side of things will pan out for her. So I got 3 responses from putting leaflets out, of which I put 400 leaflets out in total. Next week I'm looking to get more activity in that as well. Just looking down to see if I can give you anything else.
Have you got anything planned for next week? What's your target?
Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of cold dropping retail. Don't really want to, but I know I'm going to get a positive result from that.
I mean, you can obviously say, if you want to say a low target, John, that's fine. You know, we're not after, you know.
But I want to sort of get back on the sponsoring, and I know I've got a lot more headway to do. So, you know, I'm not going to give you a load of old waffle. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. My Facebook, I've just been listening when Matt said they do 3,000 Facebook posts. Scares the living daylights out of me, that thought about how Facebook will accept that amount of volume.
Can I just stop you there for a second, John, just to explain? I mean, obviously, they're using auto posting stuff and they're using it across several accounts. I know if you listen to Lisa later, when she comes on, they do have a backup account, but they generally tend to use their normal one. And she'll obviously tell you what they've got. It'll be interesting for Lisa when she comes on to give you some feedback, because certainly she's getting some good calls, good amount of calls, but no more than, I think they've got maybe a group, with about 100 different groups in, something like that. So maybe just listen to what Lisa's got to say. You don't have to look at that type of number there. I mean, I would say, I know with Matt and Dana that they're looking at smaller groups, okay, or maybe groups with 1,000. Well, I believe Lisa's looking at more than that. But Lisa, it'd be interesting for you to listen to what Lisa's got to say. I'm sure she'll give you some feedback on what she's doing.
Right. Okay.
Won't scare you to death, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I suppose I'm a little bit paranoid, being new, that I don't really want to screw up my Facebook account. and as I'm getting positive for you on sales, I don't want to certainly lose that.
No,
I'm not getting too crazy on putting a lot of sponsoring out. Although, of course, if you guys are doing it, then I must find a way how you do it. So,
well, to be honest with you, I mean, if you like, Dana and Matt come from a time long gone, if you like, where they've got, and you know, a few of us have got a lot of accounts. Okay, you know, sort of fake accounts and things like that. And to be honest with you, we wouldn't try and duplicate that. I would say more what Lisa is doing is what we will duplicate nowadays, and it's working pretty effectively for her, because certainly in the last week she's the one who's had the most people on.
I actually look forward to hearing from her later then.
Sure you will. Okay. All right then, John. Cheers. You have a good week. Right. Let's pass you on to Julie.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can't see you, but we can hear you.
No, there's some funny message coming up. It won't let me click on the camera.
All right.
Right.
That's fine.
I-
How are you? All right.
Yeah, good, thank you. Right, this week I've done 2,200 Facebook. A bit like Matt, I've lost a couple of accounts. They weren't very big. One had 300 and one had about 175 in it. But I'm going to be building my others a bit more this week. So I've done 10 shop ads, 500 leaflets and cards. Still got the ad pool running, and my success leads are coming to an end from my sign up last month. It brought in 56 leads and 1 sign up.
Well done.
This week coming, I want to build my Facebook groups up again a little bit more, so I'm going for 2,500 Facebook, 10 shop ads, 500 leaflets and cards, and carrying on with the ad pool. And every now and again I still get the odd lead from my Friday ad, so it's all looking positive.
Good. Excellent. Just a word on that. You may have spoken to Steve about this, but this is for everybody on there. What I would recommend, depending on, and I know you know some people like Karen looking in for the first time, and Kate. I know Katie was there a year ago when we all used to have lots of different accounts. I would recommend, where possible, because you do get, you know, we rarely now seem to get the phone verification to sort of say, you know, phone up and then it clears it. It typically seems to be, in my experience now, that more often than not you just get a thing saying about uploading your passport or driving license. And if you have not got your details on that account, and by the way, I've done this, there's no, let's just say, I don't know, you've got one in a different sex from you and a different date of birth. I've switched them, most of the accounts, over to either mine or Sue's name, put genuine date of births on there, but I'll use my middle name, so it can be either Andrew John Boswell, Andrew Stephen John Boswell, Andy Steve John Boswell. You know, I'll use a combination of them, but they'll all have my date of birth on there, and I've not caught a cold with any of that, changing them all back into maybe either yours or Tony's details.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
You can have for Tony, you can have an Anthony, you can have a Tony. If he's got middle names, you can use them as well. But have a genuine date of birth. So if something happens, if they ask for a passport or if they ask for a driver's license, you've got something you can send them.
Right, okay.
So that's what I would recommend to everybody. Do that as soon as possible, because when you get that up, if you have got different names, or even if it's, I mean, I lost one that was in Sue's name the other day that was under the name Susan Ann, which is Sue's second name, but they wouldn't allow it back.
Right.
So you've got, you know, your first name, your surname, and the date of birth on there, and that would be a good piece of information for everybody going forward. So if they do ask for something, you've got something there. Does that make sense?
You can use your date of birth on more than one account then?
Yeah, there's more. Hey, at the end of the day, if you've got John Smith out there, I'm sure there's millions of John Smiths out there in the world, and some of them have got the same date of birth.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for that.
No problems. Okie dokie. Right, speak to you soon.
Bye.
I was speaking to Matt the other day, and I shouldn't really say, but Matt's middle name is Benjamin. So you can give him grief for that, because then you could have Matt Benjamin and Matthew Benjamin and everything like that. So sorry about that, Matt. I don't know why I said that, but hey-oh. Right, let's go to Keith and Margaret. Evening, Keith. Evening, Margaret. I hope you can get in on there this evening. Cause
Yeah.
oh, hello. You're starting to worry me now. This train.
Okay. What might be an issue is
we're getting a picture of over
we've
there.
got to turn the camera around.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. That's me. It's me.
Yeah, it's all right. We got the cameras.
Margaret.
Yeah.
Margaret.
Yeah, I'm just turning the camera around.
Yeah, I know. We saw a picture we shouldn't have done.
It's okay.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Oh God, we're on the iPad because my computer got.
Don't worry about it.
There we go.
Right, there we go. Yeah, it's round the right way now.
No, hang on. I've got to go back to. Because we had to go back to where we were. Sorry, guys. We're on the iPad and we don't
I've got it videoed anyway. You can watch it later.
It's back to front.
Ah, there we go. Oh, you came back then for a second.
Well, we turned the camera around, so I don't get it.
Anyway.
Right.
No, because they can't see us.
Well, it doesn't matter.
We can hear you.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can hear us. That's the main thing.
Well, then we'll
You got-
turn the camera off then, okay? Hang on. Let's turn camera off.
The camera's not showing at the moment, by the way. Oh, now it's on.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're going to turn the camera off, but leave the audio on, okay? Oh, it's gone to you now.
That's what I was saying. The audio was on. And
Is
then
it still on?
well, I can see you. I can see your TV at the moment. But when I said it was off, it was off at that particular point. That's it. It's gone
Okay.
now. Okay,
Yeah.
far away.
Sorry about that.
That's
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, the
I've got a blooper there that I could use for years and blackmail you, but I won't.
Oh, I don't have time for that, Andy, at the moment.
All right. Okay.
Okay, right, figures for this week. 710 posts, 500 leaflets, one internet ad, and we decided to double up on the shop ads. We've gone for 40 shop ads this week, and these are all ads that we've personally placed out rather than posting them out, because we weren't getting that good results from the from just posting stuff out to shops. That brought in 50
me for a second, and you know, I will have to go full screen on my one because we have an issue at our end where we can't sort of minimise it, but we will see how we go.
Okay, well, can you see me in the meantime?
No, not at this stage, but that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Let me see if I can screen share. We should be able to hear you. I'm going to go put you onto my screen here. I'll need some feedback off of you guys because I'm probably going to have to go full screen here. Okay, so let's see how we go.
I'll turn my screen off. Yeah, thank you.
That's it.
Yay! Thank you, Andy.
Okay, you fire away. Hold up. No, we're having a slight issue here. Bear with me, so I can sort this out. So just bear with me a second. I do have an issue for some reason. I think I need a graphics card update or something like that to sort it out. But if you bear with me, I should be able to. I've now closed that training down. So with 30 seconds and I'll be with you.
Sorry, Andy.
That's all right, not a problem.
Having had blue screen death, my computer is currently at the workshop.
No worries. I'm just going to share this again now, so we should hopefully. Like I said, it'll go full screen and look a little bit funny. Like I said, I won't be able to see anything apart from the presentation, so you'll have to.
I'll ask you to click, shall I, Andy?
Yeah, that will be fine. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can. Can you click, please?
Okay.
Thank you. I put this together when we started bringing people on who wanted to immediately, within the hour of signing up, wanted to start selling. So when I say day one here, what I mean is immediately. Click, please. So for all your information, when they register, they have to put in a password which they set up on registration, and that password will be the same across all 3 accounts. The ordering site, which is on cleaneasy.co.uk, and the 2 shops, cleaneasy.com and klife.co.uk, which is on a separate server. If after that they ever change the passwords, it won't go across all of 3 accounts. So it's just for information. Thank you. So take them first. My thought was they need to know how to check stock, whether it's in or not, and if it isn't in, when it's going to come in. So take them to cleaneasy.co.uk, which takes them into the hub. Click on Manage Account, and then show them the stock checker, where they can put in the codes, and stock hotline, which can either be text or codes, because they need to know where to go first before posting products. Then I wanted to show them how to set up and use their Klife catalogue, the iCat. So you need to take them back to the hub by clicking on the bottom at the distributor support, and then they choose Distributor Support Arena. You can then take them to the guide, the Klife guide, which shows them how to share and use their iCat, how to edit their profile. On the DSA, the Distributor Support Arena, you take them first at the top left to Retail. Under that, you take them to Online, and then Klife website or web shop user guides. And they go into the guide, and it will take them screenshot by screenshot how to edit their profile. Once they've edited their profile for Klife, it will, as it's on the same server as their Cleaneasy shop, that profile is the same for both shops. So they only have to do it on the one. And as they're in the Klife, it also explains how to share the iCat and use that. Then take them to the Global Horizons support site, which is obviously globalhorizons.co.uk. Give them the password. I haven't put it in here in case this changes in time. Sign them up to the email training, or get them to sign up to it while you're with them online. Get them to click both FB icons. This is the first thing they come to. One is to join the Global Horizons group, which Andy will then approve so that you can welcome them to the group. And the other is the Cleaneasy group for online tips. obviously, if you've already friended them on Facebook, you can add them to these two groups already. Then we start the selling on Facebook. So you take them to sellonfb.co.uk and explain to them that they need to go through each video and just click through the videos. Don't actually watch it with them because you want to let them do it in their own time. But just go down the videos and then they'll see that they need to join local groups, create their own groups, but what isn't said but needs to be said by you is that they need to add products to their group before adding any friends or promoting it on other posts, so that when people come to the group, they've got something to see. And they can already start posting in local groups they're a member of. And it would probably be a good idea to add them to your group or get them to join it so that they can see what you're doing, use some of your pics and just duplicate what you're doing so that they can then post in their local groups already that night or that afternoon or whenever it is. Some useful information can be found that they will probably need immediately is the snipping tool so that they can use it to post out pictures, and the other folder in case people get back to them and they're not seeing it. And these are located in the video archive link. Now this is in the pinned post at the top of the Clean Easy group for online tips. And as you go halfway down that post, it said about the video archive page. And I've highlighted here the two most important links that they need to look in are in October 2014, and that's how to find the other folder and how to use the snipping tool. And to find the snipping tool, probably if they just on a laptop put into the search bar snipping tool, it'll bring it up. Now then they need to find which pictures to use. So obviously they can either nick your pictures or you can share them with them, or they go to the Clean Easy shop or their K-Life shop and save and download website images, or they snip it from the online catalogues from those two shops where you can browse the catalogues, or they can save them from the photo folder in the Clean Easy group for online tips, which you can see here. On a mobile or an iPad, it will be in the Photos folder, which is shown on the left-hand side, or if you're on a laptop, it shows up in the Photos at the top. You've got Members, something, and then Photos, and Files. So you want to go to the Photos to use other people's photos that they've taken of the products that they've got and taken out of their packaging. What we recommend on the second day is to then go into the retail side. But first, find out since yesterday how they've got on with their online selling and whether they have any more questions. Then move on to the retail, work out their retail plan according to their time availability and what they're planning on doing and the amount of catalogues they've received, so that they need to know which day tickets they're going to be using. Then take them back to the globalhorizons.co.uk site, the tab Download Documents, so that they can print off their specific day slips, their Sorry I Missed You slips, and their Thank You for Your Order slips. And then just ensure that they know that when they get their labels, which they will receive via Royal Mail separately from the catalogues, they know to label up their main catalogues as well as their order forms, and then they're good to go. You can then just take them to the induction training. And thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Margaret. Okay, let me just get rid of this particular part now. Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. That was brilliant. So I was giving you a few tips there And that's the way Keith and Margaret get their people going. And we will be asking some of you guys as well to, over a period of time, of course, to come on and give your experience. I've asked 1 or 2 people this week. They know who they are. We'll hopefully have you on there soon. So thank you very much for that. A couple of notes on that as well, stuff that some of you would have probably picked up. The SK2, the 50 catalogue kit, the $49.99 one, just so you are aware, there are no labels with that kit. Okay, they either need to go on and order them themselves from Clean Easy when they start, or probably the easiest way, you know, if they wouldn't need that, they need a couple of sheets worth of labels to get them started. Probably best you print them off and send them through to people. Reason for that is obviously, one, to keep the cost down, because it does cost Clean Easy every time that that's done. And do bear in mind that for $49.99 it used to be £80 for the same equivalent starter kit, so I don't think we'll blame anybody for that. And also, as far as getting images as well, Margaret said about, obviously you can go to the K-Life site for the catalogues and also the main Clean Easy site. The only problem is sometimes with the K-Life site is you do get the plus signs, as you're probably aware, because obviously it's an iCat. If you want to avoid that, if you want to go to cleaneasy.co.uk /catalogues. That's cleaneasy.co.uk /catalogues, and you'll have the 3 catalogues that are there, including K-Life, if you do want to snip from that particular image. So thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Thank you for Katie and Karen also on the outside of this. Just a note, you probably saw on the webpage today that from obviously this period, we always said until it was the stage where we got more people knocking on the door and wanting to come in than we actually had in the room, then obviously the qualification wouldn't be enforced. But as we can see, we've got 2 people on the outside here who may want to get involved, and we've seen other people as well over the last couple of weeks. So for the next 4 weeks coming up, so starting from Friday, or 9:15 on Thursday if you like, you will need, of course, to qualify automatically to get in here, 1 person recruited over the 4 weeks, or 100 leads, so that's 25 a week. That's not anything I think that's beyond anybody's capabilities there here. All right, so thank you very much, and we'll see you all very soon. We'll see you back here next Wednesday. Good night, everyone.
Night, night.
Night, Andy.
Good night.
See you soon.
Night, Andy.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Good night. Bye.